Hey folks, give me 1 second here. Mm. All right, I think I'm good now. All right, let's get started here. For today, Friday, February the 14th, we have the following information. We had core retail sales month over month, which came in weaker than expected, a lot weaker than expected. We're expecting 0.3%. We got negative 0.4%. Retail sales month over month was expecting negative 0.2%. We actually got negative 0.9%. So these are two substantially negative surprises on those two metrics. Import prices month over month came in as expected. Now, 9:15 a.m. Eastern, we have capacity utilization rate, and we have industrial production month over month. Both of those came in as sorry, those will be coming in at 9:15 a.m. Eastern. They're not major reports. And then business inventories month over month, 10 a.m., not a major report either. At some point today, President Trump will speak again about executive orders. And we don't know when that's coming up, but sometime after 10, it looks like. And then at 3 p.m. Eastern, we'll have FOMC member Logan speaking, which is also not expected to have a significant impact. Now, as far as it goes, looking at the QQQ ETF, we have that looking like it's going to open about where it closed yesterday. Yesterday's action was bullish. We were up about 1.44% for the day. It looks like we're going to open about the same places where we closed yesterday. And as far as stocks, yesterday we did not find any that worked out for us. We did see an opportunity for Tesla, but unfortunately it didn't play out. We weren't able to capitalize on that, but it did move to our target number one and beyond either way. And it looks like it's going to open higher this morning. So looking at the pre-market, let's take a look at what we can find. Sorry, my list now just loaded up. So AIFF is first. That currently is down about 17% on 1.9 million shares approximately. It is, of course, over $1 per share. So we can add that to our pre-market radar for stocks. AIFF, which is on the, I think that's been 3 or 4 days in a row that's been on our list. Next up is BSLK, which is presently up 34, about 34 point, let's just say about 35%. 3.4 million shares traded. Unfortunately, it's under $1 per share. It was above $1 yesterday afternoon, but right now it's under $1 per share, so we can't look at that one. But maybe just check in occasionally on that one to see if it's ever above $1. But maybe it'll get there today. Next up is FFIE, which is currently up about 13% on 14.2 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we can add FFIE to our list. Next up is let me check. INTC is up again, but I don't think it's up enough. Okay, 2.33%, so not up enough, so pass on that one. Um, Let's see, here's looking at any further news about that. Okay. Next up is MBRX, which is presently up about 51% on about 38.6 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. We can go ahead and add MBRX to our radar. Next up is NBIS, which is presently up about 10% on 3.6 million shares approximately. And it's at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add NBIS to our pre-market watch list. Next up is NNOX, which is presently down about 9.5% on 1.3 million shares. It's trading above $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add NNOX to our pre-market list. Next up is, let's see, not NVIDIA. Oh yeah, NVIDIA was another opportunity from yesterday. We weren't able to catch it. It broke. We were watching for the break, but when it broke out, we just missed it. It happened very quickly. So just noting that yesterday, NVIDIA right over here did break out. There was an opportunity right there, but we just missed it by a second or two. All right, next up is, let's see, got a lot of them here. RGTI, I don't know if this one qualifies. No, it's only 0.808%, so 0.8%, so not enough. Next up is RXRX. Let's see. Yep, that's up 7.5% on about 7.4 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add that to our pre-market radar. Symbol is RXRX. All right, for 1 second. All right, next up is SERV, which is presently down about 36% on 10.7 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add SERV to our pre-market list. Next up is SMCI. That's only up about 2%, so we can skip that. Next up is SoundHound, SOUN. That is currently down about 25% on 21 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add SOUN to the list. Next up is STAI, which is presently up about 39% on 21.5 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add STAI to the list. And next up is TIGR, presently up 8.74%. 2 million shares traded. It's at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add TIGR to our list. Next up is ZCAR, which is presently ZoomCar, which is presently up 14%. 13.7 million shares is at least $1 per share, so we can add ZCAR to our pre-market watch list as well. All right, let's see. Word. That WeRide is currently up about 90%. 4 million shares traded, and it's at least $1 per share. Good find there, David. So we'll add WRD to the list. And if you folks see any other MGOLs mentioned too, if you folks see any other NASDAQ listed stocks that are trading um, up at least 6% or down at least 6% this morning, and have achieved already at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume. Must be trading at least $1 per share as well. If you see any other stocks meeting those criteria, let me know. MGOL definitely qualifies as up about 35% on 63.5 million shares. It's at least $1 per share as well. So we'll add MGOL to the list. And SMX, that's currently up about 7.94%. 1.5 million shares traded. It's at least $1 per share as well. So we'll add SMX to the list. All right. So here's what we found so far. I'll just post the results in the chat. Any additional symbols, let me know in the chat. We'll take a look. We'll take one more, about 30 more seconds here, then we have to wrap up for the pre-market pulse. GameStop is almost there. All right. What was the pre-market on that? GameStop is considering investing into Bitcoin. That's good. I was actually surprised they didn't do that a long time ago. But anyway. All right, so we'll wrap up for today's pre-market pulse. Folks, please be sure to like the video. See, we have 5 likes, but more than 5 people watching. So please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get notifications. Also, if you're watching this video on a replay and you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone's part of the coaching program, I will see you there in about 20 minutes. We'll pick up for today's session. Other than that, folks, have a great trading day. Also, as a heads up, Monday, let me bring up the calendar here. Monday is President's Day. I think it's President's Day on Monday. Let me see. Yep, bank holiday. So yeah, it should be President's Day on Monday. So just a heads up on that. And market should be closed, but let me double check. Yep, February 17th. And let's see. I don't know why I don't remember that. Let's see. Yep. So yeah, we are closed on President's Day. All right. So markets will be closed on Monday. So have a great extended weekend. I'll see you folks on Tuesday. All right. Take care.